Alright, welcome everybody. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully the live stream is going well. Welcome everybody. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully the live... 1 minute. Alright, there we go. Yeah, alright, we're good to go. So welcome to Dygycon 11. My name is AJ. I am the team lead here at EMP.Money. And somebody has passed me a joint that I am apparently smoking on stage. So there you go. All right, we're having a good time so far. So all right, we're really happy to be here. Again, we've been a long-time supporter of Dygycon and Splinterlands, and this is going to be a quick overview of EMP, and then we'll get into the generator, which a lot of you in Splinterlands may or may not have heard of yet, and then we'll take some questions right at the very end. I'm also joined by LA. She is one of our team members, and Bull Gates, who is also one of our longtime supporters and my co-host on the daily AMAs that we do. So really fast, EMP is a seigniorage protocol pegged to the price of Ethereum through a ratio of 4,000 to 1. So I know a lot of you, that might be a different language, and again, EMP is a bit complicated on the surface. However, once you really dive in and get to know what we're doing, it becomes a lot more manageable. So again, we're able to offer incredibly high returns through a seigniorage model with exposure to the price of Ethereum. And we are on the Binance Smart Chain, although the ETH that we transact in is BEP20 Ethereum, which again is the same thing as actual ETH, just backed by Binance instead of being on ETH mainnet. So the long story short is seigniorage is basically a fancy word for inflation, and typically inflation can be associated with a negative connotation, especially in here in America or in the other economies across the world that just inflate their dollars or euro or whatever their currency might be. They inflate it without any rules. So the unlimited money printer just turns on, and that hurts the overall economy. Here at EMP, we do operate in an inflationary model, but the only way to mint new EMP into our ecosystem is through a very specific set of rules. So again, we typically algorithmic tokens get a bad name as well because of Luna and Iron Finance, some of the old ones that we've seen fail, but they were algorithmically pegged to a stable token, and that is fundamentally different than EMP because we are pegged to Ethereum, which is an appreciating asset. We have a lot more flexibility in regards to peg. We are a little bit under peg at the moment, but out of all the seigniorage protocols out there, we are by far still the highest as far as the peg ratio. So we have a lot of amazing things. Again, we started as this seigniorage protocol, or also known as a tomb fork, but we become much, much more than that now. We say that we're the entire dinner plate rather than just a fork. So we've also built some amazing applications on top of our platform. One of those is the Detonator. So that is our original concept. It's closed source code that we have built from scratch, and that is really becoming the #1 solution to add locked liquidity to protocols. So over the last few weeks, we've actually been able to offer Detonator as a service, which is where we are actually licensing the Detonator code to other protocols, and Generator with Splinterlands is our very first Detonator as a service. So some of you may have already seen this. I've been posting in Mavericks and in the tavern over on Splinterlands, but we've been able to raise about $200,000 of locked liquidity transacting in the SPS BNB token, the liquidity pair. So that's massive. I mean, that's about 15% increase, in the overall liquidity of SPS BNB in the first like 2 or 3 days. So we're really excited about this detonator as a service. We already have about 3 more protocols lined up to be using this, and we will be getting a portion of fees from that. And so that will go towards helping us recover PEG and really maintaining a healthy ecosystem at EMP. So that's a really high-level overview. Again, I know that was probably a lot of information for a lot of you, but the other good thing that we have is our academy. So if you are a little bit confused and want to learn a little bit more about the protocol, you can take our academy. So it's a free online course. It takes about 90 minutes to complete, and that will tell you everything you need to know about EMP and how it operates before you ever get involved. So definitely please check that out. It's on the homepage of our website, and yeah, sign up for that. So I want to introduce Bull Gates. Bull, are you there, brother?
Yeah, I think I have this figured out. How you doing today, AJ?
Good, man. Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear. So
All right.
I don't know if there's anything you want to elaborate on, anything I may have skipped over. Go ahead.
Well, sure. I mean, you did a great job, like usual. Always such a professional. So friendly.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, no problem, man. Like you're, first and foremost, right? Like you're an investor. You're a businessman in real life. You're a dad. You're a person. All those things really matter because I think. I'll just point out one thing great about like this type of medium is that we do see a little digital person running around, and I see Steve82 in his with his cam, so I can
Yes, I
hello
love it.
Steve.
Yeah.
You know the one thing I think that gets lost a lot in crypto is that everybody here is a real person, right? Of course there are bots and all that, but because we really don't interact with people other than just seeing that screen name or that avatar, we forget that they're real people, and they have kind of goals that they want to reach. And and I bring this up because it's such an important kind of concept to understand of why building a community is so important, and not just really only focusing on the money. Of course we're here in crypto to make money, but it is really important to point out that this should be a good place to be. And like you've always pointed out, AJ, is that when Splinterlands first started, that this it was a game first and foremost, and that economy, all those mechanics got built around it, but it was fun. It was a good place to be. People really enjoyed one another, and I think it's sort of what crypto is missing. But I'll say that something that is really strong at EMP is a real sense of community and friendship and helping one another. And you kind of highlighted a little bit the academy and education, and those things are all super super important because we are dealing with people's money, and most people are working hard IRL to get that money in here because it's sort of a pain to get in, a sort of a pain to get out, and we want to make the best decisions, but a lot of times there's a lot of bad information out there, too much information, and it's hard for people to make that really effective good decision because there's just so many options out there. But one thing I really like, a lot about EMP is the focus on that community and education. And you said you've brought that real attitude over from Splinterlands, being a monster maverick over there, and really participating in that community and seeing like the things that you said that that Agrid and Matt did really really well, and I'm sure other community members that I'm unfamiliar with their names. But the point
Totally.
is that all of those things are really really important to the success economically of a project, because ultimately it can be the best product in the world and the best math in the world, but if people don't enjoy being there, it's never going to work. And one of the things that has really helped out EMP is that has really been there from day one. And I think a lot of it comes down to that idea that you built the platform as an investor for investors, but with a focus on it being about the community. And we can talk about the contracts, like Detonator was the first one, then Reactor, and now Generator. And I think even with the LP prices, really, really low. And obviously we're in a bear market, which is the best time to build, by the way, everybody. Not financial advice. If we look at just what the LP prices are now for those three products that I just mentioned, even at this moment, I think those contracts have brought in or locked in 30 or $35 million over the last 8 months. And generator is about a week old or so. Reactor is about a month old today, and I believe Detonator is a month or 8 months old or so. I'm sure somebody will correct me, maybe 7.5 months. But the point is that these are growing products, just like the community grows, both in Telegram, Discord, and through other mediums. And those are really like important things to focus on. Is that in crypto, something that I think is a really dangerous attitude to have is that something can be built overnight, and it's that's what everybody should be looking for, is that next moonshot. Of course, we all want that, but if you really do build something, that's sustainable, it's going to take time to build all the little pieces that get meshed together and create that product. And I'm sure, like you've mentioned with Generator, everybody in that Splinterlands community is waiting for that, that $1 SPS, because that's the moonshot they're all waiting for, I think. But because that, like, Splinterlands has built that amazing economy around a fun game, it is really something to look forward to every day. Like, you can rent, you can play, you can do all of those amazing things. But what the Generator does bring to that is the ability to lock and protect that LP, because everybody knows that crypto is scary, and people can make rash decisions. And when I look at it, one of the components, or one of the failures in crypto is that because everybody has the freedom to do these things, like, products can be manipulated by incredibly large whales who might not have the best intentions of that ecosystem in mind. Or it can happen when a million little minnows react to a big red candle, and then they get scared and they pull out of the project. And then all of a sudden, a project that had been building for a year or 2 years that was really good, because of either misinformation or just real life fear or whatever, or some a FUD campaign by a competitor, can really cause a bank run and really wreck a project, and really wreck the overall feel of crypto or DeFi, or play to earn gaming. And one of the great things about, like, this product, the Generator specific to SPS, BNB, is that people that have the best intention of an ecosystem in mind, can collectively pool together to create sort of a shield, or what we have referred to as like a protective moat around that LP or around that ecosystem. And it's hugely advantageous to the investors, both in that contract and outside of that contract, because anything you can do to protect against somebody that does bad actions, somebody collectively that will try to ruin a project one little piece at a time. But if products can be built to protect against all of those negative things, I think all of those avenues really need to be explored, because collectively that's how a community is built, and that's how, like, a powerful contract is built. But you have to build it with the math so that it's sustainable, so that it's people are encouraged to join in that contract. And when I look at the Generator, it has all of those things, all of the elements, and that can be used to protect the LP and give those holders an incentive, because it's really just like anything in crypto. We have the power to build, and we have the power to destroy things. And I know I'm a builder. I know AJ is a builder. I know, like, LA is a builder, and I know many other people, so that are builders. But everything that I do in crypto revolves around the idea that I want this space to be better tomorrow than it is today. And that always starts with what I can do and what I can control, and the only thing that I can control is myself. So when I look at, like, the options that exist to help protect an ecosystem, I think the generator, specifically to SPS BNB, that's a really good first start, good place to start.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Bull. And again, I did want to touch on my background a little bit more. I know, anything in regard to Splinterlands, when something new happens, there can be some protectiveness, which I get. And man, if you can mute for us, that'd be awesome, bro.
AJ, can I
Yeah,
cut in for just
yeah, go
one
ahead, Elliot.
second?
Yeah.
Just a request from the moderator here, Peter, if everyone who's not AJ or Bull can please mute themselves, including Men, if your sound is quite loud right now. Manu, if you can mute yourself.
Yep. All right. Awesome. There we go. Perfect.
I think also, Steve, your volume had been on earlier, so if you can make sure you're muted as well.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, no worries. We'll have time at the end to take some questions, and then everybody can unmute. Yeah, thank you, Peter and LA, for helping manage that. So, yeah, what I was saying is, again, I've been a Splinterlands whale for the last 2 years. I got in fairly early. Not as early as I would have liked to, which I know a lot of you can probably relate to, but still really fortunate to know, about the Hive blockchain. Back then it was Steam, when it was Steam Monsters, and now again being Splinterlands, I've always been a major supporter. I have a top 20 account in Splinterlands based on assets, and so I've always wanted to have my own project outside of investing in other projects, and that's kind of how EMP came around and came to be. I met a lot of amazing people in the crypto space, but people that I trust, not just random developers that you put your faith into and hope that it all works out. And even the original team members, were all pretty much independently wealthy through crypto and didn't need EMP, as an avenue to get all their friends rich, which unfortunately is how a lot of crypto projects work. So with EMP again, and this seigniorage model, it's one of the only models that can really allow all of us to win together. And I know that sounds very cliche, but it's really true in terms of the economic structure involved in EMP. And so, and I've had a very successful career outside of crypto as well. And I have a lot of business acumen that I bring to EMP to truly make it something special, where it's not a fly-by-night project, it's not a pump and dump, it's something that we're building for the long run, with exposure to Ethereum, and again, offering these detonators as a service. We are now a crypto business. We're not just a successful protocol. We are, again, transitioning into, an actual blockchain business, just like Splinterlands. And Bull mentioned it earlier. I mean, yes, I take a lot of inspiration from Splinterlands, what Matt and Aggie have done in terms of building community and focusing on providing value before the profits, that a lot of other projects work that backwards, where they don't care about offering value. They just want to make as much money or extract as much value as possible. So we're the exact opposite here at EMP, and yeah, we're really excited for what we're building. Again, we are below peg, just like the entire crypto landscape right now. We're all hurting. Prices are down. Ethereum is down. EMP is down. But like Bull said also earlier, now is the time to build. So not financial advice, but those of us that are able to stick around, the fact that you're even here, at Dygycon 11, and interested in crypto, while the overall crypto markets and economies as a whole are really struggling, that shows that you're here for the right reasons. And again, now is the time to build and accumulate, so that when we do enter another bull run, and market sentiment changes, then we're all rewarded for our commitment. So, all right, awesome. LA, anything you want to add, or Bull, anything else, and then we can start taking some questions.
I'll just say that on our PowerPoint behind here on the main stage, there is some more information about Generator if you did want to read it after this talk.
Perfect, yes. And again, we do have a how-to video on Detonator as well, which again, although it's a different name, it's the exact same contract, just different LP. So if you're more of a visual learner, you can watch that how-to video. And if you're more of a a reader or a researcher, you can read the white paper for Detonator and Generator. So
Yes.
yeah.
And speaking of that, if you click on this little eye above this this little avatar that's permanently on our booth, all of the links to everything for us are connected to him, including our docs, where you can find the white paper for the Generator or the Detonator. You can also find the link for our EMP Academy, which will bring you through exactly how the Detonator works so you can fully understand all the ins and outs of it. And another great way to kind of learn about our protocol is our nightly AMAs, which we have every day on our YouTube channel. So that's a really great part of our community, and it's a really exciting kind of thing that happens every evening, or depending on where you live in the world, it could be every morning. But we have an amazing community, and that's one of the best parts of it.
Yeah, amazing point, LA. Again, thanks for always having my back. LA is one of our team members. She's the head of our PR and project manager on a lot of stuff that we work on. So, yeah, we do have daily AMAs. They go for an hour, literally every single day. And so, you know, what other protocol are you going to get that sort of transparency and access to the team and the developers directly? I can answer it's not many. Again, I mean, you know, Splinterlands kind of set the groundwork with that with their town halls once a week, and we do it once a day, just because we have so much going on at EMP, and especially in DeFi, things run really, really fast, and you know, one day is equivalent to 1 month in the traditional finance world. So we're always building, and we're always moving forward. So, all right, and you reminded me of something else too, Elliot, but now I forgot my train of thought. So, if it comes back up, I'll remember. But yeah, it did have something to do. Oh, with Splinterfest, of course. So LA will actually be.
I was gonna say, how could you forget?
I know, Waffles. Thanks, Waffles. Shout out to Waffles Kitty. Oh, we love you. Thanks for all your help setting up our EMP hall and everything here at Dygycon. Literally, Waffles and I have been together on every single Dygycon. My original project, Polypixels, you know, we started with that, and then last year, again, or earlier this year, we launched EMP. So yeah, awesome to have you. Thanks, Waffles, for all your help. But yeah, we will be at Splinterfest.
We love waffles.
Yeah, we love waffles for sure. So we will be at Splinterfest. We are one of the main sponsors, along with the Hive blockchain. We'll have a booth out there. We're giving away a ton of swag. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store. LA has been really killing it on all that. We have a ton of giveaways, and yeah, you'll be able to meet the team in person. Unfortunately, I won't be there this year due to a family commitment, but I will be there and hopefully every year to come. So, yeah, anything in regards to Splinterfest LA you want to touch on? Or yeah.
Oh, I just want to say I'm so excited to be there. And for any of you who are going to be there in person, I'm looking forward to meeting you. We have a lot of surprises up our sleeves, and I'll also be giving a talk there to go into a lot of the things we're covering today, but to connect with the Splinterlands community. And I just can't wait to meet all of you there who are going to be there, and just let you in on how awesome EMP is.
Yeah, no doubt. And that'll be a great opportunity to, again, get a little bit of one-on-one attention and learn how you can get involved in the ecosystem. So, all right, we have about 5 minutes left before the live stream is over. I'd love to take a few questions. So, if you want to type your question or unmute yourself, we have time for probably 2 or 3 questions. So, feel free. Maybe? Nobody? Don't be
I
shy.
have a question for LA.
Yes, Waffles, go ahead.
Will you be wearing a cowboy hat?
I love it.
I didn't think I would, but I said yesterday maybe I should convince AJ that we should add some pink cowboy hats to our merch store so I could get one to bring.
I love
would
it.
love that.
Yes, let's work
Right?
on that, LA. We're in the final stages of relaunching our merch store as well. So we have a bunch of killer EMP merch that hopefully a lot of us will be repping at Splinterfest. So yeah, LA, we'll work on that.
I have another question that somebody asked me the other day.
Yes, please.
But what was the reason why you named this EMP?
Wow, that's an amazing question, Waffles. So, yeah, believe it or not, it was based on a friendly rivalry. So, one of our other larger competitors was called Bomb, B-O-M-B, and we thought, what would be a similar thing to bomb, but even more powerful than a bomb, and that would be EMP, or an electromagnetic pulse. So that is actually where the name came from, and now bomb is no longer. We have outlasted them and built a much better project. Again, no shade. And so, yeah, that is actually where it came from, which, in hindsight, it's funny how it all came together, but now it's just EMP. I mean, a cool name that people can associate with.
That is so awesome. Yeah, I didn't want to like answer for you when they asked me like, but I had a feeling it was an EMP bomb because you have Pulse right on your website, and so
Exactly.
I was like, it's
Yep.
gotta be right. I just don't want to be wrong, so I had to ask.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, Waffles brought up another great point. So we are launching a sister project on the Pulse chain. So again, the branding fits into all of that. And yeah, with Ethereum being blue and electric, it's just all part of our branding. So yes, EMP stands for electromagnetic pulse. So awesome.
I have a question for
Yeah.
you, AJ.
Yes, Peter, how are you, brother? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing good, and welcome back. We're always
Thank you, my
always
friend.
glad to see you here at Dygycon.
I appreciate that, brother.
With the merge that's finally completed with Ethereum, how does that affect current or future projects for you?
Yes, bro, that's an amazing question. So, we had a lot of volatility with the Ethereum merge. Again, it was a situation of maybe what they say, buying the rumor and selling the news. So we saw ETH kind of take a major dump over the last few days, and really, ETH has been on a downward trend just with the overall crypto markets as well. However, it didn't affect us in a technical manner. If anything, it's actually made the future of Ethereum even more sustainable. So we're really bullish on that. And even if you're not, an ETH maxi, which a lot of us are, but I think that another reason why we chose to pair to Ethereum is that there is just a lot more upside potential. So in other words, over the next 2 years, I think that we could all agree that Ethereum, because of its market cap, has a lot easier time of doubling or tripling than say Bitcoin would. So that was one of the reasons why we again chose to pair to ETH and just the utility of ETH. I mean, everybody's building on Ethereum, and now with the merge, hopefully gas fees will be able to be a lot less as well, which can even further adoption of Ethereum. And so, yeah, that's kind of the short answer. But yeah, I think hopefully now that the merge has happened, we'll start to find a floor on the actual ETH price itself, and then can move back up in a positive direction over the next few months for sure.
Excellent. And the final question, is AJ your real name?
So yes, AJ is actually my real name. Yes, 100%. And
Okay.
I have docs.
I was surprised you didn't ask Bill Gates.
Yeah, it's just Bill Gates'
Oh,
real
no,
name.
I knew that was it. Yeah, no, that one was super obvious that was his real name. Yeah.
Obviously, right? Yes, totally. So yeah,
the reason I had a reason for asking because I know you mentioned that you were one of the early kind of I guess whales in Splinterlands, and I noticed that it's very common with those whales that they like to play a little bit on the anonymous side. Like just kind of stay under the radar, because the whatever decisions that they might make with their collection could kind of like sway and tilt other decisions out there. Everyone, do your own research out there. This is not financial advice.
Right on, Peter. I love it. So yeah,
that was the reason why I asked.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, my name actually is AJ Brockman. I have some doxing videos. You can Google my name and find a lot of stuff. And my Splinterlands account is A Brockman. So all of it's up, and I'm big on transparency. So yeah, we're not going anywhere for sure. So awesome, Peter. Well, thank you.
You should Google him because there's some really cool stuff that will pop up.
Yes, totally, LA. We didn't have time to go into all that today, but everything you read on the internet about me is probably true. So there you go. Yeah, awesome. All right, guys.
Some homework before the next time.
Let's have fun. We will report back at Dygycon 12 what we find online.
Right.
You just be ready. Well, I guess this concludes our session with EMP Money, AJ and team, LA. Bull Gates. I really appreciate you spending time with us here at Dygycon. Waffles, was there any final things that you wanted to share before we head over to the next talk? Well, actually, I think we're going on break.
We're going on break for the first time this Dygycon. You know what, EMP, I love you guys. Been working with you forever, AJ, and can't wait to see what happens next. And hopefully, I'll be able to see you at the next. All of you guys at the next Dygycon. And LA, well, I'll see you in Splinterfest.
Yeah, I might be there too, guys. So we definitely need to get together and celebrate all of this IRL.
Yeah, and just
100%.
Another huge thank you for being so amazing and helpful. You guys are amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the opportunity.
That's all, Sarah.
Yes, 100%. We love you guys. Again, we're all one big family. And again, long live Dygycon. So we'll see you on Dygycon 12. Yes.
See you there, guys. And I'm sure the folks at EMP Money are going to be hanging out here after we move on to the next session. But we're going to cut to the Splinterfest trailer. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
All right. Bye, everyone.